afternoon, everybody. My name is Rashesh Doshi. I am the Managing Director of Talent Corner. Talent Corner is a 21-year-old recruitment company. Yes, we've been in the business. We're going to complete 21 years on the 31st of March this year. It's exciting for us. It's very, very joyous moment for us. 21 glorious years of business in the recruitment industry. This particular company, Talent Corner, which is a Mumbai-based company, focuses only and only on recruitment in the permanent recruitment space. In the last several years, we have done close to 25,000 plus recruitments. We work with more than 3,200 clients. We have 80 plus franchise partners all across India. And in the last several years, we won so many laurels and awards and so many recognitions, some of which I like to highlight. We were recognized by Franchise India, which is India's largest franchising company, twice as the top 100 franchise opportunities. That is in the year 2020 and the year 2022. We're expecting the same recognition in the year 2023 as well. We also won the recognition of Franchisor of the Year in the professional services category, again, twice in a row in 2021 and 2022. We were recognized by Global Use as the top 10 HR consultants to look out for in the year 2022. We've been recognized, and I've been personally recognized as the 40 under 40 entrepreneurs to look out for, by Business Mint. We've also been recognized by the Economic Times as the enterprising Indian on the 15th of August last year. Recently, some of our women entrepreneurs were recognized in the women's special issue of the Economic Times as well. So a lot of recognitions and laurels are coming our way. And let me be very, very honest to you. All these recognitions, all these awards that we won is thanks to our franchise partners. Our franchise partners who have worked tirelessly to service our clients, to ensure that these recognitions and rewards are coming to us constantly. A big, big thank you to all of them for taking Talent Corner to where it is. Now, what are we here for? We are here for discussing about this award-winning franchise opportunity which Talent Corner has. And I'm going to spend close to 15 to 20 minutes to explain to you about this opportunity that we have. Before I get into the opportunity, I would love to quickly know which city are you a part of? Where have you joined in from? So if you are joining in from a particular city, please in the chat box mention the name of the city so that I can know where you're joining in from. Yes, Malakadi, Hyderabad, Pune, Jagruti, welcome from Pune. Mumbai, Lucknow, Chennai, Ongle, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Ongle. Okay, wow. Okay, so a lot of people joining us from Rajmundry, Jodhpur, Rajasthan, Nainital, Jaipur. Lovely. Yes, Nagarkoil. This is the first time I've heard. Bindu, welcome from Nagarkoil. So great. I'm seeing a lot of people from Pune, Nagarkoil, Rajmundry, Ongle, Hyderabad, Bangalore. Welcome all of you to this opportunity, to this discussion on this award-winning franchise opportunity of Talent Corner. I promise I'm going to not keep it like a very long session. My intention is to try to wrap this up within 30 to 40 minutes at max, including question and answers, right? So I will keep my brief very, very limited, but making sure that each and every question of yours is answered. At the same time, I will make sure that whatever questions you have, like I said, everything is answered transparently. I would request everybody to keep themselves on mute if you don't mind. Yes. So straight diving into the topic, Talent Corner's award-winning franchise opportunity in the recruitment business is a low investment, high return franchise opportunity. I repeat, low investment, high returns franchise opportunity. This low investment franchise opportunity is low investment because it does not need you to invest into any infrastructure. I repeat, I do not need you to invest into any infrastructure. You can do this from the comfort of your home, as long as you have a laptop or a computer, a mobile phone, an internet connection, and time. Time being the most important essence. You can run this business from the comfort of your home as well. If you have an office space and want to run it from your own office, welcome. If you want to work from a co-working space, welcome. But if you want to continue working from home, you're more than welcome to work from home as well. You can run this business from anywhere in India. In fact, you can run this business from anywhere across the globe. It does not matter whether you are running this business from Rajmundry, Nagarkoil, Mumbai, Pune, Ahmedabad. In fact, I have a franchise partner who's running this business from Dubai. I have a franchise partner who's running this business from Singapore. So you can be in any part of the country or the world, as long as you're connected to the laptop, internet, and you have a telephone line and you have time, you can get into this business, this low investment, award-winning business. Now, like any business, even my business has 5 aspects, and I'm going to brief you on the basis of all these 5 aspects. Aspect number 1, learning the business. Any business that you do needs learning. In fact, in my business, I'm very open to sharing that even if you have no experience in the recruitment industry, in fact, even if you have no experience whatsoever, you can still do this business. Let me put it on record that in fact, most of my franchise partners who have been very successful in this business have had no experience whatsoever in the recruitment industry. They come from other industries wanting to make a career in the recruitment industry. And the reason they have got this success is because they have been open to learning what my team and me have been trying to teach them. Therefore, even if you have no experience, you can still do this business. Training you, the first aspect, which is training you, helping you to learn how to run this business, is my responsibility. So my team and me will be training you continuously. It's not a one-time training, it's a continuous training process. How does this break up into? When you join us, we conduct an induction training program. This induction training program is a one-to-one training program with you online. I repeat, it is a one-to-one training program with you online. It's a 6 days induction training program, right? A 6 days induction training program, out of which 4.5 days is practical learning, 1.5 days is theoretical learning. 6 days induction training program, 4.5 days is practical learning, and 1.5 day is theoretical learning. After the 6 days induction training program, there are online training programs which are conducted every 45 to 60 days. These online training programs would be about new topics, would be about solving queries, would be all about ensuring that your skill sets are being refined. And this online training program is a live training program. It happens free of cost for all our franchise partners. And this is something that we do every single year, every 45 to 60 days. So if you're a franchise partner of Talent Corner, you can participate in these online training programs as well. Now it is a world of technology and we don't want to be left behind. And therefore we have also created a video library of various training content. I completely understand that sometimes when a training program is being conducted online, you may be very busy in something else, or there could be a possibility at that point of time, you're not in the frame of mind to participate in a training session. We have created a lot of content online and you can look at these videos continuously, and access of these videos is once again shared with you when you become our franchise partner. There is also a team leader. someone who has got several years of experience in the recruitment industry, who's going to be your guide, your coach, who's going to be your single point of contact and helping you with any small or big thing. And therefore, any small or big help that you require in running the operations, this team leader is available to you. We have currently 7 team leaders, and these 7 team leaders are managing our 80 plus franchise partners. And remember what I said, all of these have several years of experience in the recruitment industry. The 5th aspect of the training is that every 3 to 4 months, there is a review call which happens with me. Ladies and gentlemen, I come with 20 plus years of experience in the recruitment industry, and therefore there's a lot that I have learned, and I would be more than happy to share it with all of you. These are practical learnings which can help you strategize and execute this business effectively. Every 3 to 4 months, I meet my franchise partners, ensuring that the learnings that I have gained are continuously shared with them, and we're strategically planning on how to run this business. So I'm going to repeat quickly the point number 1, like I mentioned, training is completely my responsibility. That's the point number 1, learning the business. You have an induction training program of 6 days. You have regular online training programs which are conducted for you. You have a video library, access of which is given to you when you become a franchise partner. You have a team leader who's solving your big and small challenges and guiding you through the journey. And every 3 to 4 months, there is a review call which happens to me so that you can continuously learn from the learnings that I'm gaining in this business. So training, once again, I repeat, is completely my responsibility. The second aspect of the which business is, your business development. Now, whenever I meet those people who are intending to start a business, one of the biggest fears that I see in them is sales, is business development. They want to start a business, but they're very, very scared, saying, how do I go and acquire new business? How do I go and get new customers? How do I do sales? I'm very afraid of sales, right? The good news, and I know that across India, whichever franchise opportunity, whichever industry, whichever franchise opportunity that is there across India, all of them want you to do sales. All of them want you to acquire the next customer. The good news from my end is that you do not need to do any sales. I repeat, you do not need to do any sales. You do not need to do any business development. Clients are acquired by my team. Business is brought by my team. You do not have to go out in the market. It is my team who will go and acquire new clients. It is my team who will get new customers and new requirements. And these requirements are shared with you. Like I mentioned earlier, Talent Corner has more than 3,200 clients. It has its own business development team of 12 plus people. And therefore, the number of requirements that we get every single year is an upward of 25 to 27,000 positions every single year. What I mean to say is that there is more than enough business for everybody. What is unique about this business development aspect is that when I give a client to you, I give the client only and only to you. I'm going to repeat this point because it's very important for you to note that when I give a client to you, I give the client only and only to you, and all its requirements will come to you, which means that there is no internal competition amongst the franchise. This is a very unique point at the Talent Corner franchise model, where a client is given exclusively to one particular franchise. There may be competition from outside, from other recruitment companies, but internally, there is no competition at all, right? Clients, you are allowed to interact with clients directly, right? Again, a very unique aspect of the business where we are allowing you to interact with the client independently, directly, and just keeping us in loop. Why do we do this? Because I believe that recruitment is a very, very strong relationship-oriented business. And therefore, if I don't allow you to interact with the client, how will you make a relationship? How will you be able to get profits from it? How will you be able to get more business from it? And therefore, I allow you to interact with the client In fact, one of the very critical aspects of Talent Corner's value system is trust and transparency. We want you to trust us. We want to trust you with our clients. And therefore, we allow you to interact with the client and ensure that there is complete transparency in the process. And thus, when trust and transparency comes into place, of course, relationships come into place. The minimum number of requirements that I will give you every single month, and this is a written down commitment. No oral commitments, a written down commitment of minimum 4 to 7 positions every single month. Remember the word that I've used. I have used the word minimum. Minimum 4 to 7 positions every single month. If you can handle more work, if you can close more positions, I'm more than happy to give you more work. So there is no upper limit on the work that you can get, but there is a minimum 4 to 7 positions that I'm guaranteeing to you in black and white every single month. Clients come to you from all across India, majorly metropolitan cities like Mumbai, Pune, and Ahmedabad in the west, Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Chennai in the south, Calcutta in the east, Delhi, Gurgaon, and Noida in the north. So these are the places where we get our clients from. 99.5% of our clients come from these cities. The 0.5% come from the new, smart cities that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is coming up with, like Coimbatore, Mohali, Indore. It's just 0.5% of the business which comes from there. So even if you are from a place like Nagarkoil, even if you're placed from Rajmundry, you are going to get business which is from the metropolitan cities, which means if it's a Bangalore-based position, you will call a Bangalore-based candidate and place him in the Bangalore-based positions. If it's a Mumbai-based position, you're going to be speaking to a Mumbai-based candidate and place him to Mumbai. Therefore, I said you can work from wherever you want. As long as you have connectivity, you will be able to run this particular business. The industries that we cater to are all industries. We have clients in IT, we have clients in BFSI, we have clients in logistics, we have clients in real estate, infrastructure, advertising, media, entertainment, pharma, medical, you name the industry and we have clients out there. The only and only industry, now listen to me carefully on this one, because this is a unique point at Talent Corner. The only and only industry that we do not cater to is the call center BPO industry. So call center BPO industry, we don't work with retail sales, telecalling, feet on street, these positions, which are very, very high attrition in nature. I repeat, these positions, which are very, very high attrition in nature positions, we don't work with. Why? Because we don't believe that we can create value for them. And when we can't create value for them, okay, it's not fair that we kind of take up these positions. So be rest assured, you're not going to get positions which have a difficulty in closing, which are high attrition positions. The levels of work, I'm sure you're thinking about this, the level of work that we get, 65% of the work that we get is mid-level in nature. Mid-level in nature, which means salary starting from 35, 40,000 rupees per month, going up to 1.5 lakh, 2 lakh rupees per month. I repeat, 65% is mid-level in nature, which starts from 35, 40,000 rupees, going up to 1.5 lakh, 2 lakh rupees per month. 25% is senior level in nature, which is more than 2 lakh rupees per month. And only 10% is junior level in nature, which is below the 35,000 rupees, but about 25,000 rupees. Which means the bulk of the requirement that you're going to get is also going to be mid-level and senior level in nature. The junior level positions are typically given to the new franchisees only when they start off, so that their level of confidence goes a little higher, right? Otherwise, most of them transition into mid-level by the second or the third month itself. So quick repetition, the second aspect, which is business development, okay? You do not need to do any business development. Business is going to be given by us. Client given to you is not given to any other franchise partner. You are allowed to interact directly with the client. Clients come to you from all across India, majorly the metropolitan cities. So it does not make a difference where you're based from, because clients are going to be coming to you from the metropolitan cities. The positions come to you from all across industries, except for call centers and BPOs. The high attrition positions we do not cater to. And lastly, okay, the levels of work are more mid-level and senior level positions. Coming to the third aspect, which is what you are going to do. What is your role in this business, right? Your role in this business is basically the heart of this business, which is servicing the client, which is taking care of the recruitment process. This starts from understanding the requirement of the client, having a conversation with the client and getting your doubts clarified, finding the right resumes using job portals and social media sites, shortlisting them through an HR telephonic interview. I'm going to repeat this. It's an HR telephonic interview. You do not need to take a telephonic interview, which is technical in nature. It is an HR telephonic interview that you're going to be taking. The shortlisted CVs are formatted and then sent to the client by you. Client gives you a feedback and tells you which candidates they want to meet for an interview. So you get the interview scheduled. After the interviews are done, client comes back to you again and tells you the shortlistings which are there again. And probably you may need to conduct a second round of interview directly at the client's end. Again, you are responsible for scheduling. Then there is an offer which happens after the documentation is done. You are facilitating this process. And finally, the selected candidate resigns from his organization and joins the client's organization. All of this, I repeat, all of this, the training is provided to you not only once, but continuously. And there is a lot of support from my team and me. If you remember, I mentioned about a team leader who's guiding and supporting you. The team leader is going to guide you and support you at every step of the way when you are doing this entire process. Right? Now, when you are doing this process, of course, there is success going to come to us, which means a candidate is going to get selected and join the organization. So when a candidate that has been referred by you gets selected and joins the organization, my company gets paid a service fee. I repeat, when a candidate that is shortlisted by you and the process has been done by you, he or she gets selected and joins the client's organization, my company gets paid a service fee. This service fee, we call it as 8.33% of the gross annual CTC. I repeat, 8.33% of the gross annual CTC. In a layman's language, it's called 1 month salary. I repeat, 1 month salary is the service fee that I get. I'm going to give you a quick example. Let us assume that you have recruited a candidate whose annual CTC is 12 lakh rupees. My company will get paid 99,986 rupees, which is approximately 1 lakh rupees, what I'm going to get paid. Now, hear me out carefully. Out of this service fee that I make, a whooping 75% is given to you. Out of the service fee that I make, a whooping 75% is given to you. So if I make a service fee of 1 lakh, you get 75,000. If I make a service fee of 50,000, which is an annual package of 6 lakhs, you get 37,500. If I make a service fee of 2 lakh rupees, which is an annual package of 24 lakh rupees, you get paid 1.5 lakh rupees, which is 75% of 2 lakhs. Billing, collection, GST compliance, all of which is my responsibility. You do not need to take care of any of this. I repeat, billing, collection, GST compliance, all of this is my responsibility. When will you get paid this money? 30 to 45 days after the candidate joins the organization is when I receive the money. I repeat, 30 to 45 days after the candidate joins the organization is when I receive the money. Within the next 7 days, the day of transfer at our end is Thursdays. Within the next 7 days, you will receive your 75% of the share, and a proper statement of account is given to you to ensure complete transparency. In fact, when we raise the invoice to the client, we will share with you the invoice so that you know what exactly has been charged to the client. Now, I'm sure you're wondering that out of the 5 aspects of this business, this company, Talent Corner, is already taking care of 3. I have to do 1, which is the recruitment process. So training, I'm taking care of. Business development, I'm taking care of. Billing, collection, GST, I'm taking care of. Now, the only thing that you're taking care of is the recruitment process. And you're thinking in my mind, okay, they're giving us the business, they're training us, but where am I going to get the candidates from? Where are the candidates going to come from? So I'm going to give you the access to the job portals. Talent Corner works every year with the top 2 job portals. And we give you access to these job portals at a fraction of the cost than what it is available in the market. I repeat, we give it to you at the fraction of the cost which is available in the market. So if you were to pay X amount of money, typically the price point at my end would be X divided by approximately 4, 5, or 6, right? Depending on the job portal. This job portal database together, both these databases together, have an upward of 12.5 crore resumes. That means there is enough database within the ecosystem in order to do the recruitment process. So think about it, guys. Training, I'm doing. Business development, I'm doing. Billing, collection, GST, I'm doing. Giving you database at a fraction of the cost, I'm doing. You have to do only the recruitment process, which is basically making the demand and supply meet each other by investing your precious and valuable time. That's all that your responsibility is, and for which I'm going to give you a whooping 75% of the service fee that I make. I'm sure all of you are wondering, is there an investment to this business? Yes, there is an investment to this business. The approximate investment, including all GST, is approximately 3,25,000. I repeat, the approximate investment, including GST, is approximately 3,25,000. And I'm going to give you a breakup of the same. 2 lakh rupees is the franchisee fee. 36,000 rupees is the GST on this franchisee fee. This, my friends, is a one-time, lifetime franchisee fee. It's mentioned in your contract that this is a one-time, lifetime franchisee fee that is 2,36,000 rupees. The only recurring fees which comes every single year is towards the job portal. The next coming financial year, it's approximately 90,780, if I'm not mistaken. So 90 to 91,000 is what is coming in the next financial year. Every year, please expect 5 to 10% hike from these job portals. So the only recurring investment that you have is below 1 lakh rupee. That's your operating margins. Just imagine a business virtually working at below 1 lakh rupees. Very reasonable, right? That's your only thing. So totally approximately 3,25,000. This is including GST. It includes GST on the franchisee fee. It includes GST on the job portals. So if you have a GST number, you'll probably save money. Getting a GST number is not compulsory. Having a company registered is also not compulsory. You can take this franchisee in your individual name as well. So therefore, if you want to take this franchisee in your individual name, we are good to go, right? What is it that you need to know about before you take a decision to start the franchisee? A, we are only and only looking for franchise partners who are interested to do this business long term. This business does not generate as much results in the short term period. And therefore, my humble request is, and with folded hands, my humble request is, please look at this business as a long term business. Second, you need to be involved in the business. You need to invest your time. And I would request that if you're looking at this business, the minimum amount of time you should be able to give every single day is between 4 to 6 hours. If you cannot invest 4 to 6 hours every single day, then with a lot of humility, I would suggest you not to do this business, right? Thirdly, please don't expect this business to be a get rich overnight business. Okay, this business will only make money in the long-term period of things. So if you're looking to make money overnight, this is not the business. One would rather invest somewhere else. My business makes clean business, ethical business, and that's the kind of people I'm looking to associate with as well, who are expecting realistic returns and who want to work hard. Right? So these are 3 things keep in mind. Now, if you're interested in this business, this is the last thing I'm going to mention. If you're interested in this business, Of course, I'm going to answer all your questions after this now. But if you are interested in this business, I would be more than happy to have a no strings attached one-to-one call with you. I repeat, if you're interested in this business, I would be more than happy to have a no strings attached one-to-one call with you. And believe you me when I say this, only and only when you and me are both satisfied that this is going to be a business which is going to create win-win. I repeat, it's going to be a win-win situation. Will I suggest you to invest into the business? If by remote chance also I believe that no, it's not going to be a win-win situation, you're not going to make money out of this business, then I myself will tell you, please do not take the franchising. Right? I hope that is a fair, fair request and a fair situation. So please, if you're interested, I'll be more than happy to do a one-to-one call with you. There is a girl called Priyanka, who's the co-host. Please put a personal message to her. She would be happy to schedule this one-to-one call with me. Put your name, your mobile number. She will ensure that a call is given to you. I am available to do one-to-one calls with you today until 5:30 p.m. and tomorrow the entire day. If anybody else wants to do a one-to-one call with me, remember, this is a no strings attached call. So even if you believe that you do not want to do the franchise after the call with me, I'm okay with that. Okay. The one-to-one call is to have a transparent conversation. So with this, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to me. I've got a few minutes overboard, but I wanted to make sure the explanation was done well. And I would be more than happy to answer your questions. If you have any questions, I've opened my chat box. You can put one question at a time, and I'll be more than happy to answer each question to the best of my ability. What would be the minimum value, rupees lakh per annum, of positions shared every month? Bindu, like I mentioned earlier, we do not work with positions which have a CTC of less than 2.4 to 3 lakh rupees per annum. Okay. But again, these 2.4, 2.5 to 3 lakh rupees CTC per annum, which is a service fee of 20 to 25% of the of the revenue, is only 10% of our business, a majority of which is on the mid-level and senior level. So you need to be getting more positions, which are creating service value of 35, 40,000 rupees and upwards, right? The other question is, Venkatesh, surety of investment. Venkatesh, this is a business and one must have an appetite for business risk. So if one does not have an appetite for business risk, I would highly advise you not to do it. But this is a low investment business. Because there's low investment, there is low risk. And even if you logically put things together, let's say, you do one recruitment a month at the lowest value also, you will still recover your money. You will still, in fact, make profits. So I don't think there is much worry. If if you're not going to give time to the business, that's the only way where you will not, make money. Sunit, your question, is it legally okay if someone is working with an MNC and want to take this work? Sunit, the best of my knowledge, I don't think it is legally allowed. But Sunit, if there is a will, there is a way. I'll be happy to talk to you on a personal level about this particular aspect, and then we can kind of see if there is a possible solution to this problem. But yes, there are other people who are kind of doing it, so I can give you suggestions on what they are doing. Mohammed, you've asked a question: how long it will take to recruit a candidate to match clients' requirements? Great question, Mohammed. Mohammed, so it depends on the level of positions that you're working with. In some cases, you may be able to close a position between 1 to 7 days, which is typically the junior level positions which are easily available to join immediately. The mid levels take a little higher. It would take, they normally have a notice period of around 1 to 2 months. And therefore, it takes a little bit more time to close these positions. The senior level can go an upward of 3 months because the notice period is higher. So you need to have an horizon, depending on the level of work, anything between 7 months, 7 days to a month, to going up to six months if it's like a position of a VP or CEO, because they have that much notice period in their current organization. I hope, Mohammed, that is a fair answer to your question. Ajit, you've asked a question, is the franchise amount refundable? No, Ajit, this is a franchise fee. It's not a deposit. It's non-refundable. And therefore, I want you to think twice, thrice, 5 times before you invest this money. That is also one of the reasons that I have requested for a one-to-one call, that I do not want you to invest this money until both you and me are sure that this business is going to work for you. Seema, you mentioned, what if you don't get payment from a client within 30 to 45 days? If this happens, our share will get delogged. Seema, thank you for asking this question, Seema. In all honesty, Seema, we live in a country called India where payments do get a little delayed. When I say get a little delayed, they get delayed by 8 days to 15 days, not more than that. And whatever we receive the payment, we make the payment to you. I'm not someone who likes fighting with the clients for payments. I want to build relationship with them. But if I get the payment in early, I will, give you the payment in early. If I get the payment on time, I'll give you your payment on time. If they come a little bit delayed, you will get your payment a little bit delayed. Harsh, you asked, the job portal access will be for how many years? 1 year, Harish. The access to the job portal is every year. It starts on the 1st of April and gets over on the 31st of March. So 1 financial year is when the job portal access is given to you. Rohit, you mentioned that you want us to connect with you. My colleague Priyanka has noted this, and we will definitely get in touch with you to schedule a meeting. Nilesh, you mentioned, although that there will be team leads supporting the franchisee. However, what if the franchisee failed to fulfill the position? What next for the franchisee? Nilesh, thank you for asking this question. This is a very, very valid question. See, Nilesh, you need to understand that it is humanly impossible for you to close all positions which are going to come your way. That is the reason why we give 4 to 7 positions, because some positions are likely to get closed by you. Some are going to get closed by a competitor. Some are going to go on hold, or some particular client may directly recruit themselves also because they get a better candidate. Therefore, the promise from my side is to give you 4 to 7 positions, so that even if you close 1, 2, 3 in a month, the other 3, even if they don't get closed, it's okay, or they get carried forward the next month. So it's fine. We understand that you're not going to get success every single month. That is the reason why we have promised you 4 to 7 positions every single month. Bindu, what job portal do you offer? Bindu, we offer the top 2 job portals in India. I'll be happy to share these details with you over the email. Priyanka is the contact point you can write to for a one-to-one meeting. She will also give you these details, along with what kind of price point and what kind of packages are there in them. Arshna, is there any flexibility of working hours? Arshna, I'm not able to completely understand the flexibility of working hours, but yes, the 4 to 5 working hours preferably you should have during the daytime. It's not something that you can do in the middle of the night. You will need to work during the day, and it's definitely not a weekend business. So please, that's not possible. But Arshna, I would be more than happy to understand your time schedule. And if, like I mentioned, if it is making sense, then it would work well. Rohit, you mentioned, sir, can we have a face-to-face meeting? Yes, Rohit, welcome. Please, I am based out of Mumbai at Ghatkopar West. You are more than welcome to come to our office. I would be more than happy to meet you. Aditi, you mentioned what are the job portal charges, and it may vary year on year. Aditi, you have got a good question. Like I mentioned, this year, the approximate job portal charges are around 90,780, including GST. Every year, there would be around a 5 to 10% variation, depending upon which job portal is being offered. So you will have to expect, every year there's an inflation, so the price will also go up proportionately. Jagruti, whether the portals are common with someone allotted, or it will be individual job portals. So Jagruti, good question. It's basically a master job portal, and you will have your individual login ID and password. So your login ID and password will be only and only linked to your OTP, your mobile number. Nobody can use your login ID and password, but it is again under an umbrella. How many positions are you providing in the initial days? Sunit, you've asked this question. Like I mentioned, every single month, Sunit, 4 to 7 positions are provided every single month. If you can handle more, I'll be more than happy to give you more work. But I can tell you with a lot of assurance that 4 to 7 positions can keep you very occupied. And this commitment is for lifetime. And the salary magnitude, Sunit, like I've explained earlier, in the beginning, we give you junior level positions only to buck up your confidence. But by the second, third month, most of our franchisees transition into mid-level and then into senior level. Manoj, you've asked, can one prospect candidate in a particular city for a particular position? Just going to check the question again. Okay, I'm just going to go to the next question because it's a little confusing. Can we generate sales from our own sources? Yes, please. If you want to use your own contact, you're free to generate sales. But my recommendation is in the initial months, just take the business that we are providing you with. We can help you to do sales, but it's not a compulsion. It's a provision. Seema, you asked a question. Will we have access to your own database as well, apart from the job portals? Oh, yes. Thank you, Seema, for answering this. Talent Corner's own database is also 44 lakh plus resumes, and you will also have access to this particular database as well. Aditi, so how much is our franchise a fraction of the job portal? Aditi, I repeat again, you have your own individual login ID and password. There is no fraction. There are different packages to this. I would not want to put it on this webinar. I will send you an individual email so that you clearly understand what is the price of the package, what are the limits, etc., etc. Everything will be given to you in black and white. There is no oral because this could create confusion. Shobita, is this business applicable to apply for a loan for entrepreneurship scheme for women? Yes, Shobita. I do know that the Mudra scheme can be availed for this. But again, the process of which needs to be handled by you. We do not facilitate the loan process, but you can definitely apply for the Mudra scheme, which is for the women, and it would be more than happy to work out. Seema, you've asked a question with how many recruiters you usually say the same position. None. Like I said, Seema, a client and positions given to you are only and only given to you. It's not given to any other franchise partner or recruiter. It's like you're working on these positions exclusively in the ecosystem. There may be competition from outside, but internally there is no competition. Jitin, you've asked a question. What is the break-even time? Jitin, thank you for asking this question. I was waiting for someone to ask this question. The break-even time, one must be prepared for the break-even period of 6 to 9 months. If anybody is not comfortable with 6 to 9 months, I would ideally suggest you not to be a part of this business. It takes 6 to 9 months to break even. Sanjeev, what is the unique selling point? The unique selling point of Talent Corner is its franchise model. The fact that, owners of the business are servicing the business is the unique selling point. And I have already given a detailed overview of how we are very different in terms of business development. We're very different in terms of transparency. We've done this all. Akashdeep, how are you performing in layoffs? Good question, Akashdeep, but I think layoffs are overhyped thing. I don't think, whatever we are hearing today in the news is a very small part of what is actually happening. And India is quite decoupled from the rest of the world. We are actually, in the last 3 months, we've got fantastic results for ourselves. In fact, the highest 3 months. So I genuinely don't believe much is happening. Yes, there is some correction which is happening in the market, which is typically how it happens. You have to have corrections. It is a much needed correction. In fact, people were being paid frivolous amount of salaries. And I think it's a requirement. But as an organization and as an industry, we are not really suffering much. Is a one-time payment after the candidate gets hired? Will it be one permanent role or a contract role? Tarun, it is a one-time payment only. You're right, only a one-time payment. And this is for a permanent recruitment role. In the beginning of the webinar, I myself mentioned that we only hire for permanent recruitment. Darshana, you've asked a question. How many franchisees are already there? We are 80 plus franchisees. Will there be given niche business clients? No, Darshana, I expect you to handle clients from all across industry. I, in fact, insist that every franchise partner of mine handles clients from all industries, because you never want to put all your eggs in one basket. You don't want to work on a single industry, because God forbid something goes wrong in that industry, right? You don't want to be in a difficult situation. At the same time, you work from all across India, because God forbid something goes wrong in a particular city, you don't want to get stuck up, right? So all across India, all across industry is what we work upon. Can one prospective candidate in a particular city for a particular position can be approached by more than one recruiter? Yes, of course. It can be approached by more than one recruiter, for a simple reason that you're offering them different positions. So obviously the best particular position which the candidate is looking for, okay, is what they will choose. There are many candidates. We cannot restrict you only that only one candidate will be approached by one for one position. It's unfair. Aditi, you're asking, will we get a recording of the webinar for a better understanding of your pitch? Yes, Aditi. After this call, once we do the edit, we will be sharing the recording of this particular webinar with all of you as well. What happens when an offer given to a candidate and the company dishonors the offer at the time of joining the candidate? Sunit, usually we've never had situations of a company dishonoring an offer. We've had situations of candidate dishonoring an acceptance and offer, but usually we do not have positions unless there's a very dire circumstance. But usually we don't have these kind of situations. Manoj, you want to unmute yourself to clarify your question? Just give me a minute. Let me just answer all the questions which are there in the chat box, and then I will give you time to unmute yourself. Shobita, once we get a requirement, how many days can we take to process the CVs? Shobita, typically speaking, we request all our franchise partners to process at least 3 to 4 resumes to the client within the next 48 to 72 hours. Which portals do you use for recruitment? Farheen, you mentioned we use India's top 2 job portals, Naukri and Shine. Maladi, what is the minimum amount making by a franchisee in a particular month? Just to have small information. Maladi, that's a little difficult question, because each franchisee is at different level of experience. Each franchisee has different numbers of work hours committed. But I think the minimum that anybody makes in a particular year is at least 4-5 lakh rupees. I don't see anybody else making lesser than that. Is the franchisee allotted on the basis of PIN codes or city specific? No, Aditi, you can be from any city. We will be happy to give you franchisees. In fact, there could be multiple franchisees in a particular city as well, because we have more of a client exclusivity model and not a territory exclusivity model. So even if there are, let's say, there is a particular franchisee coming in and sitting in my office in Mumbai, okay, it's okay, because he'll be having different clients and some other franchisee will be having different clients. So this is the best part of this model, is that we do not restrict you on the basis of your area. We actually restrict, we give you client exclusivity. Seema, you've asked a question, is there any franchise maintenance fee per year? No, Seema, no franchise maintenance fee. The only thing that you're paying is towards job portals. And I'm going to put this on record. We do not make any profits in the job portal transaction. Whatever we get in terms of the best price point from the job portals, we give it to you the same price point. We do not make any profits on this. The franchisee fee is a one-time lifetime franchisee fee. Which sectors has more demand in the market for positions? Vinayak, India has always been very heavy on IT and BFSI. Right now, there is a lot of recruitment which is happening in other sectors like infrastructure, in customer services, in FMCG, in real estate. So I think, but yeah, IT and BFSI still continues to be the high point. If we close all 7 positions, how much money can we make max with 7 positions? Akashji, that would be, and if you're working on positions which are of value of 35-40 lakh rupees, you're probably going to be making close to 21-22 lakh rupees in a month. But I can tell you, Akashdeep, if you can close 7 positions in a month, it would be probably a record. So believe you me, it is not possible. Now I put it on record, you cannot close 7 positions that I'm going to give you every month. That's a very high fetch thing, because if I could make you that kind of money, there would be a queue of people standing outside my office. Please be realistic. It's not possible to close 7 positions in a month. I'm going to go to a few more questions. Can we connect to franchise partners in the same city for better understanding? Shobita, first we'll have a call ourselves. Normally we do not do a reference check for simple reason that if I connect you to someone, they're only going to speak well about me. I would want you to do research about my company. But first, let's have a call. Let's get to understand each other better. And then let's take the next step towards the right direction. How many clients will be provided to a franchise? We provide multiple clients. So typically in the entire year, you're going to be working on 18-20 clients. And typically in the entire year from these 18-20 clients, you get between 50 to 75 positions minimum that you're working upon. Is it compulsory to take portals? Otherwise, we can start with free posting platforms. No, Jagrati, having a job portal, paid job portal is absolutely a compulsion. You cannot be working with free posting platforms, because the free posting platforms, if they were effective, then everybody would be on them, right? And we have a time commitment to the particular client, and we cannot tell them that the free job posting platforms have not performed, so we are not sending you CVs. You have to use a paid job portal. I don't mind you buying it yourself, but investing into a paid job portal is a compulsion. Is Talent Corner providing Talent is providing services only in India? Yes, Prem Kumar, we are providing services only in India. For all client charges, 8.33%, or is it less for a few clients? Also, do let us know. Okay. Seema, we work 95 to 97% of our clients are at 8.33%. A few clients, we have a little less, and a few clients, we have a little bit more. Sunit, you asked a question, is there any EMI payments for franchisee fee? No, Sunit, this is a low investment franchisee fee. So unfortunately, we don't have any EMI facility yet. You can probably connect with the bank who can give you a loan, and they might be able to give you an EMI facility. But genuinely, we don't have that at this point of time. I'm just going to see if there are any more questions left in the chat box. Is there any plans to extend the business to US, UK, Europe market? If yes, be part of that once existing franchisee. Maladi, thank you for asking question. At this point of time, in the next 2 years, we have no plans of expanding to US, UK, and Europe market. We are very, very focused on India, and we are seeing great potentials in India. 4 to 5 lakh rupees, which we can earn from job. Why should we start a franchisee? Go ahead. I mean, there is no harm in going and doing a job. 4 to 5 lakh rupees is what people are earning at a bare minimum, working from home. So if you think that there are people who are making 18, 20, 25, 27, 50 lakh rupees also, the question that was asked, Akashdeep, is what is the minimum amount of money that franchise is making? And therefore, I responded 4 to 5 lakh rupees. What is the capital required for 6 months approximately, apart from the investment? The capital required, like I mentioned, is approximately 3.25 lakh rupees. And the only running capital which you have is towards your internet and electricity bill. Your mobile bill will be approximately 3,000 rupees a year if you take the unlimited package of Vodafone. Your internet bill and electricity bill is what you're using at home. Yeah. So friends, an interesting question asked by Akashdeep about the minimum. Guys, understand one thing. This is a business. And in any franchise model, there is no magic which happens. A franchise model is something which makes it easier for you to tap into opportunities. But ultimately, the work needs to be done by you. It is your hard work. It is your effort. It is your intelligence. It is your time commitment. It is a little bit of luck that comes along with you that creates the value. I have franchisees who have made 18 lakh rupees in the first year of the franchisees this year. But I'm not giving you those kind of figures. I want you to be mentally prepared that in the first 6 to 9 months, in fact, I'll break it down for you to make it easier. The first 3 months, be mentally prepared that you may not earn a single rupee of money. Why? Because this is a period of learning. It's a period of making mistakes. It's a period of learning from those mistakes. It's a period of continuing to work and building strong relationship with your clients. In fact, I would tell you that if you are someone who's expecting a lot of money to come in the first 3 months, Talent Corner is the wrong franchise partner for you. The first 6 to 9 months, you will break even. The first 1 year, you'll make a profit of between 4 to 5 lakh rupees. And that's a very, very good profit. Imagine your profitability is almost equal to twice the investment that you made in the first year. Trust me, not many businesses have that. The second year, your revenue will be between 9 to 12 lakh rupees. The third year will be between 15 to 18. And if you put that together, it's a pretty good ROI. There are people who are making much more than that, but because they're working very, very hard. I repeat, there is no magic in franchising. Just because you have taken a franchise doesn't mean you're going to start making money tomorrow. Or doesn't mean that we are going to make money for you. If we were going to make money for you, I would not give you 75% of the share. You need to work hard. You need to make money. We are there to support you. 75 to 80% of the returns that you get is because of your hard work and effort. And 20 to 25% is what we play a role in this. Yeah. So I wanted to make sure that you've got a fair expectations from the business. Sunit will explain. Thank you, Thank you, Sunit, for appreciating this. Maladi, thanks for thank you for mentioning about the clear expectation. Join late, please share the recording session. Chinna, thank you. Yes, a recording session will come across to all of you shortly. Friends, I apologize. This is, this was supposed to be a 40-minute session. It's jumped up to close to a 59-minute session. But it's really exciting. It's really exciting that all of you were there on a Saturday afternoon, the last Saturday of the financial year. I am really, really kicked about this. 40 participants today. And what's exciting is not about 40 participants being here, but about the fact that 40 people are dreaming of becoming an entrepreneur. What an India is going to be there tomorrow, right? So many people wanting to become an entrepreneur. Beautiful India, right? And I look forward to having one-to-one calls with each one of you. Priyanka, I repeat, Priyanka Pranjwani is the co-host out here. You can reach out to her. She'll be more than happy to kind of connect with you. I am also going to share with you my mobile number. In case any of you need to reach out to me directly, my mobile number is available in the chat box now. And I would be more than happy to take it further. Yes, Priyanka, thank you for putting your mobile number as well. So Priyanka and Rashesh's both mobile numbers in the chat box. Thank you once again. I am going to wish all of you a lot of good health, a lot of prosperity, a lot of happy times with your family, and a great, great upcoming financial year. Money is not everything, but I hope that the opportunities that come to you not only create wealth, but bring a lot of prosperity and happiness in your homes. I hope that all of you bring a lot of luck for yourself. Thank you so much for joining me on the Saturday afternoon. I wish you all the very best. God bless you all. And I look forward to meeting you very, very soon.